Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. Topping our news at this hour, a state of emergency is now in effect after the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention declared a national opioid epidemic.
Governor Rick Scott issuing an executive order declaring a public health emergency statewide. ABC 7's Bobeth Yates has more now on how the move will impact those fighting opioid abuse here. Bobeth?
Yes, the move will allow communities impacted by the opioid epidemic to have immediate access to more than $7 million in federal funding that was awarded to the states last month. Without the emergency declaration, counties would have had to wait months for those funds. That's why local nonprofit groups like First Step are celebrating.
People need access to treatment. We need to educate the community about the risks that they're facing if they use these drugs, and we need to prevent those individuals who could use these from ever starting in the first place.
Also today, the Senate passed a bill that will impose tougher criminal penalties to people who traffic fentanyl, which is a synthetic opioid that is sometimes mixed or substituted for heroin. Back to you.
Thank you, Bobeth. It's been about 6 months since Manatee County began an initiative to help connect panhandlers to the services that they need.
Instead of giving out change, they're encouraging the public to hand out small cards instead. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo joins us live with more on how the card works and how it's been helping the community. Dwayne?
Well, Scott, various agencies here in Manatee County got together to address the increasing panhandling problem. They eventually came up with a plan for those interested in changing their lives, simply dialing 911, or as not 911, but 211.
Spare change isn't real change was the original slogan for an initiative rolled out in Manatee County last November. It's backed by Bradenton Police, Manatee Sheriffs, and a list of social service agencies in Manatee County.
And I think that's really important for us to think about the consequences of when we actually think that we're helping. We have great hearts and we want to open them up and help other people, but it may actually be harming folks in the long run.
Executive Director of 211 Suncoast, Carmen Rojas Rafter, says the campaign was for people who wanted to give to folks who are panhandling, instead of giving money which could enable the homeless to stay on the street. Those concerned can hand out cards that read, "Call this number for help." 211. She says these cards make it easier to get the word out that someone is there to help.
Last year we received over 40,000 phone calls from Manatee, Sarasota, and DeSoto counties, and linking everybody to Health and Human Services.
And when the recipient makes that call,
they can get a free lunch at Our Daily Bread, but it also connects them with services to help them get out of homelessness.
And according to executives here at the Galvano One Stop Center, for those who are homeless or are in danger of being homeless, these 211 cards make a huge difference for those who need them.
People have come in, they've learned about things that we do here, and as they become more familiar with the services, they have a better chance of being connected to what will help them get off the street.
Executive Director of Turning Points, Adele Eroser, admits even though this campaign is not the answer to homelessness, the campaign has been successful.
Many people have been asking for more cards, so we handed out we distributed the whole first printing that we got, and we're almost out of the second printing.
According to Rojas Rafter, they have not received any grants for this initiative, but are eventually looking to expand.
I think there should be some other incentive for them to actually turn in the card, or the ability to call if they don't have telephones and so forth, locations where they can actually access us.
Now, the Palmetto Police Department just adopted this initiative, helping panhandlers in northern Manatee County. Reporting in Bradenton, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Dwayne. New tonight, a judge is ordering a Sarasota-based circus operator to pay an additional $15,000 in fines for a deadly tent collapse in New Hampshire. Walker International Events pleaded guilty today to operating without a license. The company is also facing charges for building code violations and allegations of reckless conduct, which will be addressed next week. The company is now out of business. It's already settled several other lawsuits and agreed to pay federal safety fines. A 41-year-old man and his 6-year-old daughter were killed back in 2015 when a storm blew through the Lancaster Fairgrounds in New Hampshire, causing the tent to collapse.
Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies quickly arrest a bank robber. Deputies say a man robbed the Florida Central Credit Union on Cattleman Road in Sarasota around 2 o'clock this afternoon. After that, he ran off into a nearby neighborhood on Indianwood Way. A man who lives in one of the homes there saw the suspect, called 911, and tried to hold the suspect at gunpoint for authorities, but the suspect ran to another neighbor's home where two men confronted him. That's when deputies showed up.
There was no instance. As soon as the cops came around the corner, he put his hands on the car and they took him, with no problems.
We always want to give credit to community members who help us. This isn't a job that we can do by ourselves, so we are grateful to community members who assisted. Also, I think this really speaks volumes about how cohesive our agency is.
The suspect was taken into custody. No word yet on what charges will be filed. Detectives are still investigating.
Well, some summer-like thunderstorms in parts of the area tonight. Yeah, let's get more on that with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Yeah, the sea breeze is very active. You can see that quite clearly on the radar just over the last hour or so. These storms kind of worked from Parrish to Northport, and now they're still moving a little bit off to the east. Eventually, they're going to create some outflow boundaries, which in turn create some showers near the coast. But right now, the heaviest weather by far in East Manatee and Sarasota counties, the two meeting near Mayaca City, where some heavy weather and some lightning strikes have been occurring over the last 5 to 10 minutes right now near Bethany and Oak Knoll. You can see some heavier weather there. Showers and storms just to the southeast of Mayaca City. Have to kind of keep an eye out for the lightning strikes that are occurring outside of the rain area right now. And you can see that just south of Arcadia. Some lightning strikes as well near Mayaca City with the heavier rainfall. And some of the rainfall rates up to 2.5 to 3 inches an hour with these cells earlier near Parrish and just to the southeast. You can see they're kind of building along I-75 and Interstate 4 up into Tampa right now. Here's some rainfall just over the last several hours, nearing 2 inches there just to the east and southeast of Parrish, over an inch into central portions of Manatee County, and an inch and a half near eastern portions of Sarasota. Near the coast, it's a different story. With that sea breeze around, we have some sunshine out there and mild conditions near the water. We'll have more on a cold front, a strong one headed our way coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. With less than a month until hurricane season begins, Manatee County is releasing a new set of evacuation maps. The maps have been updated due to reflect changes to the SLOSH model. SLOSH stands for Sea, Lake, Ocean, and Overland Surges from Hurricanes. Evaluation levels are based on how close properties are to the water. Areas in red would need to evacuate first. The county revealed the new maps during the Safety Fest at the Manatee County Public Safety Department. As part of this event, county officials offered tours of the center, including 911 emergency and traffic operations.
A town hall meeting is underway at this hour on plans to expand the Legacy Trail. One of the attorneys involved in a potential class action lawsuit involving Rails to Trails is hosting the meeting. The expansion of the Legacy Trail would go over CSX rail lines. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us live from the Sarasota VFW on Tuttle Avenue in Sarasota with more on the story. Rick?
Yes, Scott, the meeting is still going on here. It got underway about an hour ago. The attorney is answering a lot of very important questions. Sarasota County is planning on extending Legacy Trail more than 7 miles to the north to Payne Park in downtown Sarasota. It currently covers 10 miles from South Sarasota to Venice. Sarasota County says they will commit at least $8.5 million to the project. The expansion would go over CSX railroad tracks, which will lead to a Rails to Trails lawsuit.
We're going to be discussing with the landowners the potential claim relating to the conversion of the rail trail conversion that's on their property. We previously represented approximately 100 landowners for the current segment of the Legacy Trail and filed their claims against the federal government.
And a lawsuit has yet to be filed, but the attorney says it will happen in the near future. Reporting live from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Haley and Scott, back to you.
Rick, thank you. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, new details on a glitch that caused several people covered by Florida Blue health insurance to be charged thousands of extra dollars. What the company has to say about that problem.
Plus, honoring our local veterans. We'll show you how the community is showing appreciation to those who have served.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
Florida Studio
Studio Theater presents Older Than Dirt, now playing in the Court Cabaret. Come celebrate the ups and downs of getting older. From joints popping to mirrors mocking, this show combines some of the funniest songs ever written for a witty and heartfelt 360-degree view of aging. Don't miss what critics are calling hilarious, incredibly creative, that has many laugh-out-loud moments. Older Than Dirt is now playing. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting FloridaStudioTheater.org.
Everyone loves a bright and cheerful smile. Not everyone can find the dental care they need and can afford. Now there's a place nearby where anyone can receive professional quality dental care at an affordable cost. The LECOM School of Dental Medicine in Lakewood Ranch is now accepting patients. You will receive your care in comfortable, state-of-the-art treatment rooms. To schedule your appointment, please call the LECOM Dental Group practices, 941-405-1600. We will be happy to see you smiling again.
There's a whole new way to bank at Achieva Credit Union with Achieva Checking Plus. Get new unique features like full ID theft protection and online shopping rewards. Plus, it's an interest-bearing account, so you have a little extra for what really matters. Achieva Checking Plus isn't just an account for your money, it's for your life, including cell phone insurance. And that's good to know. Discover the plus at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
For the last decade, SNS Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Florida legislative leaders have reached an agreement on a new state budget after missing yesterday's deadline. Senate President Joe Negron and House Speaker Richard Corcoran announced that the legislature will extend its annual session to next Monday due to these budget delay negotiations. The session was supposed to end on Friday. Legislative leaders will also say that they will only consider the budget and budget-related bills during this 3-day extension.
An update now on Florida Blue's payment problems this week. The insurance company has fixed a glitch that caused multiple withdrawals to be taken from the bank accounts of nearly 10,000 customers to pay their May health insurance premium. Florida insurance officials say Florida Blue consumers were seeing these withdrawals instead of the scheduled one-time payment. Florida Blue blamed the error on a third-party vendor. The overdrafts caused some clients to have their bank accounts frozen.
Bob will be back with your forecast, including some storms.
Now's the perfect time to create a custom system with California Closets. During our Door and Drawer event, save up to $500 on beautiful doors and drawers for any room. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at CaliforniaClosets.com.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 70.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
A beautiful day out on the water. I had a chance to get out there and do a little fishing. We'll have that report tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. It was nice and calm, but that's going to change a little bit as a result of a frontal system and storm system, which will kick up the winds and seas beginning tomorrow afternoon and continuing through Friday and even into Saturday morning a little bit. Beautiful out near the coast, but different story inland. Right now, some big storms have been firing up along the sea breeze front, which is good news. But the bad news is there's quite a bit of lightning, too. This is the storm system which will bring us a change. And right now what we have is basically the local event, which is the sea breeze front interacting with some warm, moist air and causing this collision. I talked about it earlier. Where these two meet, you're going to see an explosion of storms. You certainly are right now. That's where the most intense lightning is occurring to East Manatee County. And the outflow from this is creating this little cell, which we may see a few more storms develop along the coast later on tonight as a result of the outflow from this particular complex of storms now. Near I-75 and into Northport, some rain falling there, a little bit to the west of I-75. You can see that again down to street level we go. East Price Boulevard getting some rainfall. Yorkshire Street getting some heavy rainfall. And then as you progress toward the east, you can see near Mayaca City, just to the southeast there, a big storm with lots of lightning taking place. You take a look at the 3D slice of this particular cell, we're up to 50,000 feet. And that's a significant storm, which is producing rainfall rates up to 2 to 3 inches an hour. And we've already had over an inch reported, at least estimated, just southeast of Parrish and up to an inch and just near Northport as well, just to the northeast. A very active sea breeze front. You can see that line of intense storms developing with some of that lightning, dangerous lightning this time of year, which can spark fires. 84 degrees right now, the dew point way up there. Winds are out of the west at 13. The pressure 29.94 inches. That is sliding a bit as a result of this storm system. Moving to 90 today. Tampa set a record high, and 95 the record high here at the Sarasota Brady Airport, but no rainfall report, and our deficit continues to climb, nearly 8.5 inches right now. The hourly forecast tomorrow, we'll see sunshine in the morning, a little bit of increase in clouds in the afternoon. I don't suspect we'll see as many storms around that we're seeing today as a result of this frontal system, which will kind of disrupt that west coast sea breeze. You'll see that tomorrow, lots of sunshine. This is at noon. And then as we progress, you can see showers and storms arriving around 8:30, 9 o'clock. We'll have to keep an eye on this line. It could be rather intense. And then the actual cold front back here will give us another round of showers and storms around sunrise on Friday. And those too could be rather strong. Behind it, some clearing and cooler temperatures. It will turn breezy too throughout the day on Friday. The thunderstorm threat is marginal at best. It looks like through, again, Friday morning. As far as the severe weather threat goes, that's starting to get a little higher now at 5%, and that does include Sarasota and Manatee counties up to Hardy County there. So we'll have to keep an eye on for that potential for severe weather over parts of the Sun Coast, especially late Thursday night and into Friday morning. Beach and boating, south winds at 15 knots. I mentioned picking up a bit out there. A moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now at 84 degrees. UV index will be high tomorrow on a scale up there 10. So riding high as far as that goes. Beaches will see a high of 85. High tide at 6:52. And a low tide will be at 3:29, sunset at 8:05, sunrise at 6:49. So tonight, scattered storms and then fair. Some of those could work their way back toward the coast up until 9, 10 o'clock tonight. And then tomorrow, look for mostly sunny in the morning, partly cloudy in the afternoon, and it will turn breezy as a result of this frontal system coming in. South winds at 15 to 20. And then the extended forecast, a good chance for showers and storms late Thursday into early Friday. clearing and cooler by midday Friday, and then look for a nice weekend, though. Lots of sunshine. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Someone who inspires patriotism, helps others, and offers hope to fellow veterans.
Those were some of the qualifications needed to be eligible for the Veterans Service to Community Award. And today, 5 local veterans were honored for having those qualities. It was all part of the 5th annual Tribute to Veterans Awards luncheon at the Francis in downtown Sarasota. The 5 were honored for their work helping veterans to further their education, reach financial stability, and inspire them through outreach programs. Congratulations.
And when we return on ABC 7, it is the final round on the Dream 18.
And we've saved one of the area's most challenging holes for last. Don't miss out as I try for par at the course and get some tips from a pro.
Tonight, the high-stakes meeting at the White House, a crucial diplomatic test for President Trump. Is there a Middle East strategy in play? And the latest health care plan. Will it have enough votes? This is where America turns. World News Tonight with David Muir.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7.
3 candidates vying for 2 seats on Sarasota City Commission. Election day is Tuesday, but early voting is already underway. Tune in as we host a final debate between the candidates on the issues facing the city and their vision for the future of Sarasota. I'm Alan Cohn. Join us for the last chance to see the candidates going head-to-head.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Going on now. For every 2 windows you buy, get 1 more free. Call today.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by 1 on any or all numbers and still win.
The Wild Broadway series at the Players Center brings you the classic farce, Boeing, Boeing. It's the 1960s, and our swingin' bachelor is juggling 3 beautiful stewardesses from 3 competing airlines. But what happens when Boeing produces a faster plane? Comedy ensues. Call the Players at 365-2494 or visit us online at theplayers.org. Opening April 26th, it's Boeing, Boeing.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Well, we're teeing it up for the last time this year on the Dream 18.
Scott takes us to the Twin Isles Country Club in Punta Gorda to play one of the course's challenging par 3s.
Welcome to the finishing hole of the Dream 18. We're so happy to be in Punta Gorda today at the Twin Isles Country Club and head pro Steve Bish.
Happy to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having us. A beautiful par 3 to play today. Tell us about it.
Good first par 3 on the golf course. It plays 185 from the back tees to a green that you have to hit. If you're going to end up a little bit short, you will stay short. But landing on the green itself it doesn't guarantee you staying on the green. It's a firm green, and a lot of balls end up in the back part of it. It's guarded by a small bunker on the left-hand side, which is fairly deep, and a longer bunker in the back. When you get on the putting green itself, it's a makeable putt anywhere. It's not a very large green, so you have a chance to make the putt. And walking off a 3 is always a good score here.
Awesome. Let's give it a try.
All right.
Left. Get over that bunk. Steve, I got a bunker shot here, and not a lot of green to work with, right?
Right.
Any tips?
Yeah. Open club face up a little bit, open your stance a little bit.
Yeah.
Just play for landing it soft and having it trickle down in.
Okay.
Give yourself as much loft as you can.
Right. Let's see what we can do.
Very nice.
That's better.
Look at this.
How about that?
Oh.
That's called a Sandy. Thanks for the tip. This might be the easiest putt I've had on the Dream 18 for par.
Well done.
Thank you, Steve.
Pleasure having you here.
And tell us about, this is open to the public, the course here?
Yeah, Twin Elves is semi-private.
Okay.
So we are member-owned, but we do allow non-member play, and it's a great golf course. It's I call it a fair test. Right. And that it's got a lot of character to it, but it's not. You're exhausted when you finish playing it. So it's a lot of fun to play, and every hole is an adventure in itself. So it's great golf course.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thanks for having us. Good being here.
Yeah, thank you for joining us on another season of the Dream 18. We'll see you next season.
Good way to
shot.
end it.
Yeah. Out of the
That was a
sand,
good way to end
Sandy.
it, wasn't it?
Almost a birdie out of the sand.
Yeah, I
That's a
know.
great shot. Yeah, I
Almost.
really enjoyed
Wow.
that. A great swing, too. I always say he's got the best swing out there.
Very good. Yeah.
Only I have the results to go with it.
Well, those
try.
are pretty good results, I would say.
Thanks so much for joining us. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
We'll see you tonight at 11. Have a great evening.
Now's the perfect time to create a custom system with California Closets. During our Door and Drawer event, save up to $500 on beautiful doors and drawers for any room. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
When you've been in banking for a long time, it's easy to forget what it was like in the beginning. It took a lot of work and dedication for 7 teachers to start our credit union and create a foundation that we continue to build on today. At Achieva, we never lose sight of the values that have defined us for over 75 years. We know you need mobile banking and lightning-fast solutions, but sometimes you might just need a helping hand. Any bank can make a transaction, but it takes a little more to make a difference. And that's good to know. Achieva, banking for good.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to californiaclosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.